and WNST. Brought to you by Howard Bank. Luke will be the host of this program by the end of the week. Herman Moore joining us here. Detroit Lions legend. You come every year, man. You come every year for Quick Lane. I know you're Detroit bound and all that stuff, and every year you're doing something new around here with us.
Yeah, but every year it's the same message. It's the commitment that's being made by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center to our military veterans who are making that transition, always from leaving the military life and coming back. And
we meet a lot of them here.
It's a lot of them here, and I'm proud to, again, be with them in this third year of their Trading One uniform for another program in which they award $10,000 scholarships to 5 military veterans. And it goes a long way in helping them in their transition in life. And they're continuing to help be there for our military and be there for our men and women who serve. So for me to come out and talk about it and have an opportunity to talk about all the good things that they do in the communities, along with their 800 locations across the country and still growing. So it's great, and I'm glad you guys had me on.
You still live in Detroit, yeah?
I still live there. Not far from the city, and things are
well, you've seen a hell of a transition there.
It's been a lot. Business is booming.
It is. And it's hard for people to understand that about Detroit, right?
Like it is.
Detroit's come back.
It's come back because you hear about a lot of things. And being like most metropolitan cities and big areas like that, there's always going to be good and bad. But right now they're definitely making a upward swing. And I'm proud to say that I'm part of that community, proud to say I'm part of that state. And I'm enjoying the transformation.
Everywhere but on the football field.
Everywhere but on the football field. But I'm at the stadium all the time. I'm always at Ford Field. I'm always watching the guys. I'm always there every week doing a show out of the stadium. And hopefully, that they're winning football games because it makes it exciting for a pretty good fan base.
Well, a former Lions head coach, Jim Schwartz, is a Baltimore guy, one of our buddies. So, I have a green Ravens hat here that I'm wearing to honor Schwartz. But, the Lions, Jim Caldwell was also a friend of ours, a guy we knew. Just some thoughts about where is that franchise headed right now? Because the one thing we would all say is you got to have a quarterback. And they've had that for a period of time. And, I walk in here, I see Nick Foles up on a pole across from Tom Brady. It's about more than a quarterback, but it's got to start with the quarterback.
It starts with the quarterback because that is an area that you don't want to have volatility. You don't want to have a quarterback problem for any organization.
Just ask the Redskins.
You ask anyway. Yeah, well, they have one. And
now they have another one.
Now they have another one, and then I think there's going to be all kind of money issues going on because of the size of the contract that was given out by the Redskins, but that's a whole other issue when it comes to players. When they see someone come in with a big contract and they've been waiting, it creates a lot of issues. I'm just telling you, get ready for those headlines. But I will say this. The Lions are in a position to win. It's just how do they get over that hump? How do they get over just making it to the playoffs or being one of the teams that's making that push for a wild card? When you solidify a program, you want to be one in which every year the expectation is you're going to be in the playoffs and you're going to have an opportunity for a Super Bowl. And right now, that's not where they are. And I think that's why they parted ways with Coach Caldwell, which I liked as a coach. But I don't think he was the sole issue with that team. There's a lot of other things that have to take place.
It's hilarious, right? Like we all run around here and pretend we don't know who the coach is going to be.
Right.
I had Dave Burkett, at the media party Tuesday night. He's like, we're just all sitting around for like 3 weeks and pretending that it's not official.
It's hilarious.
They got to do something.
The only one that they've mentioned as in any remote sense of being the next coach is Patricia. So it's I don't see it being anything else or anyone else that's coming in for that job.
Think he's going to shave or bring the beard? What do you think?
I think he'll bring the beard. I think that's kind of
that beard is weird.
That's been his thing. It fits Detroit, but I think the players will enjoy it. I think if he shaves it, I think it makes him look a little different.
Well, doesn't he have dimples? And he said that's part of the issue. Why? Because he'd look too nice.
I don't know if he look. I don't go that deep with him. If he's got the dimples. All I know he's got this big beard. Yeah. And I'm jealous because I don't have the hair. Maybe if he gets rid of that, he can give that to me. I could just kind of cake it on. What do you think? Maybe.
That would be a look.
Just a little bit.
Look, if they go to the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter what his hair or beard. You're right. I mean,
they won't care.
In Detroit.
Detroit will not care. And I'll tell you what, you will have to bring in armed forces if we go to the Super Bowl because –
Do you really think it's ever going to happen in your lifetime? Do you still believe – I mean, you're even skeptical. I mean,
only because I'm on the other side. This is the scary part. So I used to, when I played, I've been a Lions fan for 800 million years, and we've never won, And
you heard that 20 years ago. Yeah.
I've been out of the league for like 15 years or whatever, and I'm going, man, I'm starting to understand a little bit.
I kind of know how they felt.
Right. But I do believe.
This is dragging on.
No, but I do believe that the Lions are eventually going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Honolulu Blue.
You figure if the Cubs can finally win a World Series, that anything can happen, right?
Anything can happen. Hey, I thought after 1991, one game, we lost to the Washington Redskins in the NFC Conference Championship game. I said, wow, this is my rookie year.
Kramer?
We're
Kramer?
going. Kramer and Pete and Ware that year, and Chuck Long, I think, got in a couple games. I don't know. But I said, you know what? I'm going to get me a Super Bowl. If I'm here one game away my rookie year, and I never got back.
This is easy, right? Yeah.
That was the last playoff game we won.
How's Barry Sanders doing? He used to run around here all the time, do Radio Row.
Yeah, Barry is still running around somewhere. He's probably still out there, shaking a mailman or somebody. I don't know. He's juking somebody,
That's funny. That'd be a funny NFL Network.
Can you imagine playing against him in flag football? Not now. I could catch him now. I mean, no big deal.
Well,
I'm talking about.
That sounds like a pretty good charity idea right there.
Imagine
to him, like,
pull his flag.
Because they would tell the linebackers, keep an eye on the hips, right?
Right.
Keep an eye on his belt, tackle his belt. You couldn't find his belt.
No,
his belt moved.
It's amazing. As close as I'm sitting to you right now, to see guys that would actually miss him completely in this small space.
Looking foolish.
Tackling air.
Crazy.
Well, it was first step with him, right? Like, literally.
I don't know what they're looking at. I'm like, dude, are you looking at his feet? He's got these massive
But,
thighs.
25 years later, we still never seen anybody really like it, right?
I
mean, compare someone to Barry Sanders.
You can't. I mean, there's been plenty of great backs, plenty of Hall of Fame backs. Who do you compare to Barry Sanders?
And look at this, right? When back then, if you go back and look at our pictures, we had these big shoulder pads. Everybody wore the big thigh pads and all that stuff. Now, imagine taking them out of all that stuff. Smaller shoulder pads, smaller pads here, and then a little bit more speed because of that. Man, I'm telling you.
You missed the Silverdome?
I miss Mondays. That's payday.
I was going to ask if you have any.
Every player misses that.
Do you have any 100-catch seasons left? I mean, the Ravens.
I don't think I can get 100. I'll tell you what I can give you, though. I can give you efficiency. I can give you production in the red zone, and I can keep chains moving.
Ravens will take
come
that.
to Baltimore. We need you.
What else can you ask for?
You got.
I don't want the deep ball. I don't want to go deep. I don't want to go 999.
Smith back, Mason. All. Come on, man.
I'll go back. You bring Smith. You bring a couple guys back. Yeah, we'll go in. I mean, even Jerry Rice said he was thinking. He said, "Hey, if John Gruden calls me, I'll come back."
Do you marvel at the cornerbacks in modern the way the game's played, and especially with all the rules sort of set up to help the offense? Are corners better today than they were then?
Corners, I think, have athleticism. I think you have some guys that are good. But at the same time, are there some are there to be had and abused? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I don't think they see the discipline week in and week out that I saw when I played with some of the guys that are the Hall of Famers. Right. These aren't guys that – the guys that played with, these aren't guys that say, oh, yeah, they kind of had a good career and they didn't kind of pan out. These are guys – you start looking down the list. You stop about 10 deep or somewhere in that era, and all of a sudden you start running out of Hall of Famers, and then you get into your all-pro levels. So it's a different day and age because next year we're going to have somebody break out and all of a sudden they're having a spectacular year and all that stuff. No, it was consistent. You couldn't even get to a Pro Bowl unless one of these guys got injured. That's how consistent it was. You were going to be facing top guys each week.
Detroit Lions legend Herman Moore hanging out with us. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center, the Ready to Serve program, helping out the military. You can go learn more about that out at quicklane.com as well. Hall of Fame this week. 52's going in on our side. At least we believe on Saturday night that Ray Lewis will get the votes. We're running a bus already to Canton, so I do hope he's going to be there. But from the wide receiver position and T.O. and Randy Moss, you watch them play, and if you had them on your fantasy team, I guess you loved them and all that. There is something about them having some troubles getting into the room. I don't think that they're going to really keep Terrell Owens out of the Hall of Fame.
Well, it'd be a joke if they continued it.
But that has been a problem, and I'm gonna be honest. I've had an issue with that because you look at a guy that you don't have to like him off the field. You don't have to like what he did. I've seen guys do worse. Okay, that are in or getting in, and to keep him out of the Hall of Fame for whatever reason is going on
based on his personality, and
that should never occur. Because if that was the case, then why was he even in the league? He wouldn't amass the yards and the accolades that he had if that's what he's getting in for. I know sometimes they want to vote and say it's all about the personality. I saw some guys who were in the Hall of Fame who were considered terrible players in terms of they were dirty players on the field, but they're in. So what's the difference?
I mean, if that were the tiebreaker and he was such a fringe Hall of Famer,
right?
I'm not saying it's right. I could understand that more.
You can make a case for it a little bit more.
Is right up there.
Right.
I mean, he's not the best of all time, but he's on a short list.
He's in that top 5.
You didn't want to play him on Sunday.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, you didn't want to play him ever.
He's in the top 5 because you look at when you talk about a guy not getting in, sometimes you say, okay, he didn't have the stats.
Right.
Well, he's got the stats, so you can't use that against him. So what are you using it? Tell me what you're basing him not getting in on. And then we start talking about some of these other guys that will be first-time ballot Hall of Famers, don't have close to the numbers that T.O. will have. But people are easily going, oh, that guy's going to be a first, time ballot entry Hall of Famer.
Well, probably well liked by the media.
And
if we're being fully honest.
So at this point, for those of us who are part of the game, whether he gets in or not, you understand what he did. You don't have to like everything about him. You don't have to like some of the antics that he had. But you can say, you know what, when it came to his statistics and whether or not he's deserving to get in, you're not going to find many guys that say no.
You're going to make a case for the Eagles to win this game at all? I mean, how do you make a case for Nick Foles to beat Tom Brady? Go ahead.
Here's how. I saw New England. They were a little vulnerable. They came back.
Right.
I saw some teams that were able to say, okay, you have to crawl back out to win to get here. They did that. So that's the plus side for them. The fact that you have a guy like Tom Brady who he's a consummate professional. He's gonna always make sure that they have an opportunity to win. The team is resilient. But with the Eagles, there's an attitude. I think they saw what happened with Atlanta last year. I think they understand how they got to where they are. And I don't think they're going to relinquish that easily. I think they're going to play with a whole different level of passion and understanding of whether we're ahead or behind, you're going to see a competitive team through the entire game.
I hope we get some good football.
We're going to get good football.
I hope so.
We're going to get good football.
Well, as people
secondary, I'm a little concerned about with the Eagles. I don't think they're as good as they are up front on the defensive side.
It's a good front, though.
Yeah, it's a good
really good front.
So it's going to, it all depends on if they can get there. But Tom Brady's, he's going to get the ball out quick. So he's going to frustrate those guys.
You on Twitter anywhere people find you? What are you doing?
They can find me on Twitter at hman84 on Twitter. Go look me up, follow me, help me get some more. Net. I'm trying to do a little bit more with social media.
You seem social to me.
Give me about 20, 50,000. You guys got about 20, 50,000 you can throw my way?
We're going to start the campaign to get you playing receiver for the Ravens.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Red zone. Yeah, I'm your guy.
Third down, move the stage.
Hey, I can still dunk and do that kind of stuff.
Chris Carter's not around. You can be the new guy. All I do is catch touchdowns.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. What's that? About $50 million a year?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Quick Lane, he's here on behalf of them. He is Herman Moore, Detroit Lions legend. Learn more out at quicklane.com about all they're doing for the military and their Ready to Serve program. I'm serving Howard Bank this week. They are sponsoring us as well as Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast. And our friends at UMBC are opening the new gym this weekend. So I'm wearing my UMBC shirt today to honor Coach Karinji, Coach Odom, everybody over there. What are you doing? You feeling my muscles?
Yeah, man, I'm a little jealous. I just want to get on that program. I want to get on that program.
Hot yoga.
No, I'm not doing hot yoga.
Hot yoga 5 days a week.
That doesn't even sound right. Something doesn't sound right with that.
What's wrong? What are you doing to stay in shape?
I eat.
I thought he was just going to say good genes.
I had a donut this morning.
That's it.
Glazed with like some.
I thought you were going to say it was like grain and had some flaxseed oil or something like that in it. Right?
There was nothing nutritional about it at all.
No artery clogger?
Yeah, it was just. I mean, I deserve that. I'm on vacation. Yeah. It's cold out here.
Do it. Serves the body good.
This is cheat day.
Nasty at WNST.net finds me. We're live on Radio Row. Super Bowl 52. The Ray Lewis 52 bus off to Canton under the road trips tab out at WNST.net. We are WNST.net, AM 1570, and WNST Towson, Baltimore. And we never stop talking Baltimore sports.